Have you ever wondered how commercial real estate brokers value commercial property? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about how commercial brokers approach creating a valuation, as well as what you should know the next time you're talking to one and you're trying to figure out what you could get for your building. My name is Jeremy Cyrier. I am the founder of Mansard. We've been involved in selling commercial real estate for the last 20 years. I've been involved in over 1,000 transactions, and I'm also an instructor with the CCIM Institute out of Chicago, Illinois. I've trained commercial real estate professionals nationally and for the last 15 years as an instructor, and have seen a lot of different approaches to the business. And one of the things I've noticed repeatedly is the conversation oftentimes happens between the seller and the broker, where the seller is interviewing brokers for a listing. They're planning on putting their property on the market, and oftentimes they tend to make the choice based on the broker that picks the magic number, which is maybe the number that the seller had in mind. While that's not necessarily a terrible way to pick a broker to market your property, you may be doing yourself a disservice by doing that. And the reason why I say that is because your broker should be going through a methodology or a process to determine a value. Now, if your thought is, well, my broker is going to get paid a commission, they're going to come in, they're going to try to get me to market the property for less than it's actually worth because, boy, it'll go faster that way and they'll earn their fee faster, and I may end up leaving some money on the table. If that's your concern, you're probably talking to the wrong representative, and I'd recommend ending that conversation as soon as possible. The person that you interview who comes in and can sit down with you and walk through these steps will show you that they're actually helping you to identify what the highest market value for the property is. So let's go through the different types of values. In the office here, we talk about really three values. There's the seller's value, which is the number that you'd like to get for your property. Inevitably, that number's almost always higher than what the buyer's value is. And I actually made a video about this. There's been a lot of research on why that's the case. You can check out the link here below in the description to see that video. But the seller's value and the buyer's value are often different. And the meeting point between those two values will be the market value. Now, how you get to market value means you have other values that you have to factor in. So what are those? You have the appraiser. If there's financing in your transaction, you have an appraisal on the property. You have the lender's value. The lender's value is not always synonymous with the appraiser's value. The lender will oftentimes have their own underwriting formula in how they're looking at the loan origination and coming up with the value for the property. They'll factor in the appraiser's value in that situation. You'll also have the assessor's value. This is oftentimes the tax assessor for the municipality where the property is. So we have seller's value, we have buyer's value, we have market value, we have appraiser's value, we have lender's value, we have tax assessor's value. Now, if you have 6 different valuations for your property and you call a broker to come in and give you the number, and if the number you're looking for is, I want you to guess the number that I'm thinking as the seller's value, you're missing the other 5 or 6 most important value inputs into figuring out where this property is going to transact. So your broker's job is to understand how to approach value from those multiple perspectives, because your broker is going to try to come up with a marketing exposure process. And if they don't have an existing process that they can actually show you for what they're going to do to go out and exercise the market to secure the right buyer who's going to pay that right price, which is the price you're willing to accept or sell for, you're missing a key part of that interview with that broker. So understanding how that broker is going to first go through the valuation process to come up with what their estimate for market value might be. They're going to look at the assessor's value. They're going to take the appraiser's approach to valuation. They're going to consider the lender's approach to valuation, which oftentimes involves adjusting the net operating income calculation to come up with a financeable number for your property. They're also going to look at it through the viewpoint of the buyer and what's happening in the capital markets in terms of how much the internal rate of return or equity multiple the buyer's requiring on their investment. And then they're also going to look at market trends, the conversations they're having with people in the market in and around your property and your geography, questions buyers are asking, offers they're making, and factoring that all into a composite that, when combined with an income capitalization approach, I have a video on that, I'll put the link in the description, and the sales comparison approach, also a link to that video in the video description, and possibly a residual land valuation approach, depending on if your property is a development site. Your broker should be going through the exercise of pulling all of that information together to come up with a composite picture for what the valuation may be. And you'll actually see a range as a result of that. And then ultimately, at the end of the day, it's your decision. It's not your broker's decision as to what the number is going to be that you're either going to price the property at in the market, or you're going to give the guidance without a published price for your broker to share with the market as your broker is interviewing and qualifying buyers for your property. So this is the picture that I want you to have when you're looking at the possibility of hiring a broker. Now, if you think that you want to go through the process of getting an evaluation for your commercial real estate, you can visit our website, mansardcre.com. That's mansardcre.com. Go to the top right corner of your webpage and you'll see a button there that says Request a Consultation. When you click that button, fill out the form, give us a little bit of information about who you are and what you're looking to do, and one of our team members, who are all experts in commercial real estate sales, will be in touch with you shortly to just hop on the phone and talk to you a little bit about what your questions might be and what you're trying to accomplish. That'll then figure out whether you're convinced that we're the right people to help you, and it'll also allow us to figure out if we're the right people to help you. And if we're not, we'll make a referral or make a recommendation for you at that point. So thanks for watching the video. Hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this and get notified when they come up, you can subscribe to our channel. And also click the notification bell so when we publish these videos, you'll be updated on what's happening. We bring out videos on big questions that owners of commercial real estate are often facing in the market, as well as market updates and insights as to what's happening with trends and data for what we're seeing in our own research in the market. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks.